There's the light. The last from Ascot. All in, standing beautifully. Off they go. Great start. And the first to get going, Mrs. Spree off the inside with Godless Storm. Prince of Santos jumped into stride quickly. Also up there, Too Much Talk in the firing line in the early part. Going forward as well is Stylish Lord. In behind them, Opportunistic is driving up to be prominent. Then Impressive Jewel back about midfield. Cobb and Co around it. Over on the inside is Carn Up Queen, a length and a half. Snow God overdoing things a little back there in the field. On its inside, Massamune. They're back with I'm Crafty, Fiery Spark. Then Cavett, and last of all is Think Pink Days as this big field gallops along by the 700, where the leader Mrs. Spree held that margin of a length and a half to Godless Storm, with Opportunistic continuing to improve along the rail. Bar Time around the outside of those going up, and now joining Stylish Lord. Prince of Santos enjoying a good run in behind them, but now has a wall to confront. Then Cobb and Co. On the rails, Carn Up Queen. Further back is Massamune, and they're being followed at the head of the others by I'm Crafty. I reckon the saddle's gone on Snow God. It's out of play at the 250. Mrs. Spree's the leader. Off the inside comes Opportunistic. Stylish Lord, let's go. Think Pink Days getting right up on the inside. Opportunistic strikes the lead. Opportunistic in front. Mrs. Spree, and also there is Carn Up Queen, but it's Opportunistic. Opportunistic has won the last of the day from Carn Up Queen getting through. Mrs. Spree, I'm Crafty wide out, and Cavett ran on well. Prince of Santos, Stylish Lord. They were followed further back behind them. Fiery Spark, Massamune, and then came Godless Storm. Too Much Talk, Bar Time, Impressive Jewel, well back, Cobb and Co. And the saddle did in fact go, and it has gone completely on Snow God. And Paul Harvey there, not having a great run of luck with Snow God, certainly this campaign. The saddle sitting up on top of its neck. Opportunistic takes out the last of the day. Rather, Mississippi Dawn. I think I've got it wrong there. Mississippi Dawn first up, not Opportunistic. Mississippi Dawn, my apologies. At any old odds, Mississippi Dawn is the winner. Just to confirm that I did in fact get the wrong horse there, not the stablemate, but Mississippi Dawn. Cass Martin, and she delivers a great ride here to take out the final event on the program. Mississippi Dawn 11. Piero, Mississippi Delta Mare, Michael Grantham, and has won the final event for the day over 16 Carn Up Queen, 13 Mrs. Spree, and it's 1:23.36 home in 35.71 to the last event of the day. Apologies there everyone for the confusion, with Mississippi Dawn taking out the last for Bob Peters, and Cass Martin, who's certainly making the most of her opportunities, if I can use that phrase. Don't feel sorry for me, mate. It was a muck-up. Okay, let's go downstairs now. We'll catch up with Lockie. The numbers are 11, 16, 13, 12. Locker neck and a long neck with the margins.
Thanks, Darren. That rounds out the Ascot racing season, and it's Mississippi Dawn that gets the job done in the last of the day. A nice way to finish the season for the Cerise and White as well, as Bob Peters joins me once again. Bob, congratulations on the victory. Mississippi Dawn first up. That's a nice way to start the campaign.
Yes, it was. You know, after the last two, I wasn't too excited about it, but she got away well, had a good position, saved all the ground, and just got away with it.
What was the feeling coming into this afternoon with this mare? Was there a thought that she has come back a little bit bigger and better?
No, she's about the same, I think, but she, you know, she always, well, mostly she sort of sits and finishes on hard, but today she got a wonderful run, really. As I said, all that ground she saved, and without that she probably couldn't have won, but it was good. Exactly
right. Was it nice to see her be able to use that barrier to her advantage? I guess she doesn't have to get all that far back if she continues to stretch out as the preparation goes on.
No, none of them need to get that far back. It's just what happens.
And a nice result for Cassie Martin, her second winner for yourself and the rest of the team throughout this week.
Yes, it was last. Yes, it was. Yes.
Nice way to finish the day. Well done.
Thank you.
There's Bob Peters after the win of Mississippi Dawn. And as Bob said, a wonderful ride from young Cassie Martin. And as we said at the beginning of this week, I think it was the start of our afternoon and our Wednesday afternoon coverage, Scott, it was an important week and a great week of opportunity for Cass Martin, but she really needed to take it with both hands, and it's nice to say now at the back end of this week that that's exactly what she's done.
And it just gives the stable, Michael Grantham's yard, Bob Peters' operation, just the confidence to continue to use her, and now all of a sudden you've got the second string to the bow. You can take horses like a Westbound, for example, who won today, keep him in the same grade. He rises 2 kilos in the handicap, but then you put a 3 kilo claimer on, he can race around in a fortnight's time in the exact same race and carry 1 kilo less. So it's a good opportunity for Cassie, and it gives them more options as a racing operation. The numbers there in the last are 11, 16, 13 and 12. All the action right down the bottom. Carnup Queen got into second out of the Lark Hill meeting. Mrs. Spree, who was met with supported odds too, was around $31 into 18 and then back out late, admittedly, but there was money around for her and she ran out of her skin into third. And Think Pink Days, a rails hugging ride from Chloe as a party, shot right up along the inside and managed to run fourth there. But I'm sure, Lockie, that'd throw a few people out of the quaddie there and make it a big juicy dividend. The last two winners there, $17 or $18 about 1 o'clock somewhere, and then 30 to 1 in the last for Mississippi Dawn. Cass is just weighing in here, and then we'll get a word from her after she brings up a Saturday winner here for Peters Investments. She's handing the saddle across, and now we'll get a word with her. Cass, we talked on Wednesday about the opportunity that you're getting with Michael and with Mr. Peters, and you're taking full advantage of it now on a Saturday as well.
Oh, that's right. That's my first Saturday winner, and I'm glad to be for Mr. Bob Peters and Michael Grantham.
What kind of run did you get from that inside draw?
Oh, beautiful run. Like, we stepped out the gates really cleanly and just sat patiently behind the leader, and once we got out, I thought we were travelling really well and hit the line really well.
I think it was Chris that may have trialled her at Lark Hill, so coming into that, did you know a lot about her?
Not a whole lot. Michael did talk to me a little bit about her and said she worked really well when he galloped her, so that was really promising.
Beautiful ride, well done, and congratulations on your first Metro winner, hopefully the first of many.
No worries, thank you.
There's Cassie Martin, and that's another feel-good story to finish the Ascot racing season. Mississippi Dawn taking out the last of the day for the Peters Investments team and Michael Grantham. But our racing.com audience now heads to Port Headland for the last of the day. It's the 4X Gold handicap. Star Power holds favouritism at $3.10. Esquel is at $3.90. First up for Tim Pike and Rosie Marnie, and Cassinite on the third line of betting at $6. Matty French, what do you like in the last of the day?
Some siding with the market here. 3, 1, 10 and 5 for myself. 3 in Star Power. Geez, if I was keen on Star Power before that race here at Ascot, Lockie, I'm even keener now because Star Power was second, 0.2 of a length behind Carnup Queen, who's just absolutely run out of her skin to run second in